do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Black Air Force Energy.
Twin. County Boys PG. White's been released from the underground. Vocals reach the mic, it's a thunderous sound. Neighborhood pusher ran through a couple pounds. Extra currency, so I'm able to lounge. But I overcame in due time. Now I slang rhymes, can't tell me about the struggle. White is part of the grind. The originator, standing to your mind. Fake thugs look for trouble. If you seek, you will find a 32 revolver on my man's baby 9. Short a nigga circuit, he's unable to shine. Not a tyrant, but intrigued by violence. Observe a murder, break it down to a science. As the track circulates through my bloodstream, surges through my mouthpiece, and I begin speaking. Intensity rises, sweat starts leaking. PG raps, twisting niggas caps like metal screws on my St. I special blues. Your homies ain't special, y'all don't wanna test who? What you wanna do to me, I could do to you. You wanna see your future, cuz don't be a fool. I don't talk tough, cuz I'm trying to sound cool, but it ain't no secret, I'll leave you down. Ooh. Hey.
It's time now to get this money. I ain't going for no shorts, I ain't working for dummies. Cardinals in the club, and the hoes they love me. Pass the work, gritty nails under my dirt. Just dip, move slow, it's the home of the Turks. Watch me get down when I'm in my zone. I freak beats all week on the microphone. Raspy tone, coming from the woods I roll. I'm like the river when I'm running, trying to save my soul. No lies on the mic, this is truth be told. Lone Star shine brighter than a brick of gold. I leave chills down your spine, cause my rhyme's so cold. I should have about a mil from all the dimes I sold, but still walk around here broke as a joke. Scarface on the mic, this is gangster music. I'm like Twin with a Newport, fitted fluid. I show you how to lay it down, watch me do it. And now know who's better. If you do, then prove it, choose your weapon. Me, I got raps like rounds, I'm like the cops on the chase. I clap you down, have your back blown out, face down on the ground. So watch me on my hustle. Star got weight, move bricks of muscle. I'm at the 50-yard line, should I pass the juggle? Test me, nigga, then your whole hood's in trouble. Like an 8 ball of butter, homie, watch me bubble. Instrumental, we pop pills like pistols. Pistol whip you, then let the 4-5 rip you. Aims on point, guaranteed never one missed you. Grip and rip you, my team is too official. Twin got cousins with big guns and plenty of missiles. I remember when we punk crack at the train tracks with a fat sack in a Jeep, tinted all black. Got my niggas in the back with the cherry red rap. I'ma bring it with these hits and I'ma rip it, that's that. And I'ma rip it, that's that.
That's about 15 years ago. I'm playing that for a reason. It's going to lead up to what it is that we're talking about today. Show starts in one moment. Respect. Welcome back to another episode of Smittys Corner, aka Lighthouse _301. We're going to get this early live out the way before I get my weekend going. Hope you get your weekend going too. Let's go ahead and talk about where did all the music go?
Sauce on the beat.
Here we go. Yeah. Lone Star. County Kings. Forever, let's get it. Yeah. Look. Hold up. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah. Hold up.
Sauce
Hey.
on the beat.
Look. The king is back, I'm the glitch in the matrix. Lasers leave you faceless, body melting like cake mix. Pakistani and bombs coming from Baghdad. Grabbers to me be so sad, leave you frozen and toe tag. Full metal jacket, metamorph like an alchemist. Lyrics be automatic while spitting volleys 1,000 clips. If you want it, come get it because I got it. I'm like years ahead of the rest while I'm launching off like a rocket. 2 minus 10, take a century to study me. I consist of a galaxy, orbits in my anatomy. kamikaze. It's futile to try to battle me. Only way to describe the collision would be a tragedy. Like Mayweather, this champion's undisputed. I calculate every move and I'm smarter than a computer. Listen, Bobby Digital, interwrapped in the physical. Shadow boxing the falcon and soaring just like an eagle. My wingspan is the width of a pterodactyl. Spot you a moon away with the vision of a kaleidoscope. The perfect cure for this game, I'm like the antidote. Don't get too close, my kick is that of a horse with the quickness, power, and force. The collision will crack your cantaloupe. So save your drama, I eat beasts like piranhas. Destroy a third of your village like Ikwajama Giyama. My revelation, chaos and devastation. Standing up on a mountain, preparing for domination. I'll cut you down because lyrically I'm a lumberjack chieftain without the cataract, spitting until my lungs collapse. Let's get it.
Man, mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. All right, now. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Why did I just play what I played? I played what I played to go ahead and display my actual, talent when it comes to the hip hop, when it comes to rhyming. I'm somebody who actually is well versed in this topic. I'm somebody who actually comes up in the actual true era of when it was at its height in greatness. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and let's talk about this real quick. Okay. So I'm going to pull up this video. Let's go ahead and let's just talk about it briefly. Yes, Nancy, if you don't mind, I would like that. No, you were on point, Nancy. Just hit that for me, please. Let me go ahead and get my headphones as always. And let's go ahead and talk about some things. Okay, now let's go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna pull this video up, right? And I want to give a big, huge shout out to Still Human. I recommend that you go subscribe to her channel because she actually, everything she said, smack on point. But I want to also give a few little extra bars of sentiment in the midst of what it is that she was speaking about as well. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 11:13 a.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and check out what Sis has to say.
People are trying to figure out, why is the music industry dying out?
Everything has changed. The music industry has shifted the standard all the way. You feel like this is low effort, low energy for them?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of music this year has been low effort, low energy.
We haven't had any club smashes, no real outside of the Clips album, you know what I'm saying? They had an incredible rollout. That definitely has been the most talked about thing in the song, but there has not been any real club smashes from a DJ standpoint. Like,
now hold on. I want us to really pay attention to that because you know something, generally club bangers are basically the songs that folks like myself who are lyricists, generally, you know, some of them hit, some of them we gravitate to, and we appreciate the diversity in it. But let's just be for real. Anytime you hear somebody in this day and age telling you that they have a hard time coming across a club, do you know how easy it is to make shake your ass music? We've gotten so lazy to the point in the music where we don't even have club bangers anymore. That's simple. That's some easy work. That's light work. Let's go.
music is boring as hell and everything is repetitive.
The agenda was not to get the youth more sexualized, to send niggas through the rap to prison pipeline. The agenda was the rap fatigue that we all are experiencing.
Have you noticed how fast rap music disappear now? A song drops Friday, right? Everybody reposted Saturday. By the following Thursday, nobody can remember a single lyric.
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is. You're right. It's fact.
Because they didn't leave anything behind. There was nothing to hold on to. Like holding on to your partner while riding a motorcycle. No story that actually stayed with you on the drive home. Like a perfectly good first date that went well with your crush. No bar that rewired how you saw something. Just a beat, a vibe, and then another one.
That's it. That's all it comes down to. What it comes down to nowadays is the fact of it's not about thinking anymore. Like I actually remember listening to songs where it was like 2 years later, I'm hearing it again, of course, right? And it's something I picked up that I didn't catch when I first got I'm like, whoa, I didn't even, just because maybe a phrase, a term, or something, a word, whatever might have been used, the way they describe something, I'm like, that's what he meant by that. That's what she meant. Okay. And I used to love that. I used to love that air of mystery of what are they saying? The reason why we used to play songs back so much is because we were trying to catch what were they saying. Now, if you do play a song back to catch what they're saying, it's because they're mumbling or you just don't understand actually what's being said generally. But let's keep going because this is dope, yo. So, hey, respect to the family. Let's keep it going.
And another one. And then another one. And at some point, you stop and think, when's the last time a rap music actually made me feel something that I didn't already feel before I hit play?
Facts.
That question, it's spreading. It's spreading quietly across comment sections, group chats, car rides, where somebody finally says out loud what everyone has already been thinking. And what they're saying is, I'm just tired. I'm not tired of rap music or the culture, but of whatever this has become.
At the end of the day, music means virtually nothing. The value is almost zero. At one point, you have to go to a store, you buy vinyl. Then you have to buy a cassette. Then you have to buy a CD. Then you could download music onto an MP3 player. Now you don't even download music. It's all about streaming. You don't even own the music. You're paying for permission. If it goes down tomorrow, Spotify, Apple Music, done. You have no music. And now we're at a point where you don't listen to the whole song. You go to TikTok, you listen to 15 seconds of the song, you decide if it's good or not.
That is an absolute fact. Shout out, Rogue. I see you in the building. I just got to my comments. What's going on? Riaz in the building. Much respect to you all. Thank you for just coming by. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. But he's absolutely right. Now, let me give this example, right? I would never forget. I was on a DJ show, DJ Wish Doctor. Shout out to him, right? And I remember, now mind you, this is not a shot to him or nothing. It's just, it was a reminder to me of the temperature that's out here when it comes to music. I remember the boy done dropped a nice bag on his show. And then I went on ahead and I said, play my song. He played my song, right? Some people may remember this, right? He played my song for me. It was a few months ago. And when he played my song, I remember, all right, so my song was right. It was like, now mind you, this was recording like 06. So I went on ahead. I said, I ain't got to play nothing new. I can play you some stuff that's timeless from back in the day, and you still it's going to smack. And it did. It smacked. He even had to rewind it real quick. My point is that when I played that, I will never forget him saying, and like, I think it was like the third verse, because it was like 4 verses. The song had 4 verses. I had 3 verses, and then my brother came in on the last verse. So that's 4 verses. And I will never forget him pausing it in the middle of the 3rd verse and saying briefly, damn man, I forgot how long songs were. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, when he says that we're only listening to songs for like 15 seconds, you know, I look at a lot of these new dudes, and when I look at their songs, like the time, I'm like, what, 2 minutes and 30 seconds? But that was like that's like the intro and half of the first verse when we was doing songs. 2 minutes and 37 seconds. You probably got an intro and maybe midway through the first verse. That's like, now that's the whole song. The whole song is on like 2 minutes. So I'm up here, I'm playing it, and I'll never forget him saying that. He was like, damn, I never knew. I mean, I forgot how long the songs were. Yeah, because we actually put time and effort into it. We weren't lazy with the shit. That's a fact. But, you know, that did remind me, like, yeah, that like people, like, they don't want to hear that 5-minute, 30-second song no more. That's crazy. Because you want to know something that's wild to me? Let me drop this point as well. I want you to really think about this. Have you ever heard of the term, time flies when you're having fun? You ever heard of that term? Now I want us to think about this. Generally speaking, when we're listening to music, we're having fun. Listen, when when I hear a song that I like, do you know how many times I might repeat it in my house on a solo? Like I may play that bad boy back 5 times. And it was a whole song. Now I want you to peep this. Now we're actually saying, damn, the song is too long. Since when have you ever been having fun and in the middle of having fun, you said, damn, I've been having fun too long? Have you ever thought about that? You smell me now? Yes, you're absolutely right, beloved. The attention span is the hell. It's gone. It's absolutely out of it's gone. And see, the thing I'm saying to myself is I need you to think about what you just typed, bro, because that's facts. The attention span is gone. But it's that bad to the point where even think like, dog, I don't remember taking time. I mean, unless I'm depressed, but I'm saying for the most part, I don't remember taking time to listen to music because I wasn't having fun. Like usually when I'm hearing a song, it's because I like that song. And generally, I don't care how long the song is. It's never long enough for me. Let's keep going.
And that's it. So then when you have artists that the hottest part of the song is in the first 20 seconds of the song, whose fault is that?
A Cardi B song, it was cool, but people gravitated to that song, number one, because of the drama of her and Offset and the slugs that she was shooting to Offset. But outside of that, the song really ain't sticking. Ain't nobody talking about that. They talking about that song for maybe 2 weeks. It did its thing on TikTok, and then that was it. Like, nobody talking about it no more. The Glorilla song, it was cool.
I just want to know, where's the lie? Where's the lie?
Liked it, you know what I'm saying? Women liked it, but it was cool from a TikTok standpoint. And it's a slower paced song. You play that later on in the club when, you know what I'm saying, you getting ready to slow things down. But that song, I don't consider that a smash. Great songs are not sticking. Let's keep it real. That What Did I Miss? It was cool, but you're not going to play that during prime time in the club. You're just not going to do that. It's sad, man. It's honestly depressing. If Beat King was still alive, this would not be happening. I swear.
It's not an accident. There are people that are behind this. There's a system, and it's working exactly how it's designed. I'm not going to give you a full history lesson because obviously you don't need one. You got that while you were in school. You just need to remember or learn for the first time what rap was actually for. It was a microphone for people who didn't have one. Block parties in the Bronx, street corners in Watts, places where the news didn't show up unless something was burning. And in those places, people figured out that if no one was going to tell their story, they'd tell it themselves, over a beat, in their own words, with whatever they had. Like empty old cans that you found in the alley and cardboard box cereals that you found.
That is a fact.
And guess what? It worked because it was real. The lyrics came from lived experiences. You could hear the apartment in the verse. You could hear the block. Rappers weren't performing struggle. They were documenting it. And women, they were there from the start. MC Lyte, Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill, building the genre alongside the men. Talking about identity, respect, womanhood, not as a niche, but as a foundation. Even when rap crossed over, when it hit MTV, when labels came calling, the core held. For a while though, the stories were still real. The voices still belonged to someone. But the minute the industry realized that it could sell, that's when the clock started ticking. Here's what happened.
Now, before she gets into what happens, let me briefly, I'm going to take my time out to do this real quick because I never do this, right? So let me do this right here, okay? Give me 1 second. Hold on, let me. All right, mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Let me do this real quick, all right? So, exactly what she just said when she was talking about the stories and everything else, she's right. Those stories that she talks about are the very stories that I talked about. Like, for example, truth be told, y'all going to stop messing with me. Truth be told, I'm not the one I used to be. I'm all alone on my own till you people bury me. So look deep into my eyes and tell me what y'all people see. Truth be told, I'm not the one I used to be. Truth be told, y'all gonna stop messing with me. I'm all alone on my own till you people bury me. So look deep into my eyes and tell me what y'all people see. The reputation in my hood wasn't always good. A lot of times I felt I had to knock on wood. My luck was bad. Sulking in the slums in the drag. I'm sitting in my room chilling with this skimp ass bag. Life's messed up. I guess that's why I get so nice. Sipping on cheap ass vodka with nothing but ice. I felt Christ was the only one that I could turn to. People always laughed at me. Ladies always laughed at me. Why did God give me eyes if bullshit's all I see? You hating ass people out here ain't feeling me. Truth be told, I just want to shine like gold. I'm a warm-blooded human with a heart that's cold, and it's not my fault. It's just the way I was taught. That man that stepped to your grill, that's the man that you fought. So I say, fuck it. I'ma live rough and rugged, and I'ma always stay thugging it to the day I kick the bucket. Get off my back and let my frustrations be. What's the point of closing my eyes? I can't even see. Picture my pain. Visualize scars on my body from taking bullshit since I was young from everybody. Leave me alone. My mind is blown in my own zone. Sometimes I want to cock back chrome and go back home away from this hell on earth. I can't take it no more. I'm tired of waking up. My body's still sore. I'm tired of watching them teardrops fall to the floor. I'm tired of people telling me that I won't be shit. So I say, fuck this world and everybody in it. Fuck them niggas who tried to bury me, them hoes who always carried me. Fuck them bitch cops who drive by and gotta stare at me. Can I have my face back, please? Get off of these. I want to sit in the breeze, twist trees and put my mind at ease. The world's on my shoulders. Nights are getting colder. The clock keeps ticking. My facial features getting older, but I must keep my chin to the sky because I'm a soldier. Truth be told, I'm not the one I used to be. Truth be told, y'all gonna stop messing with me. I'm all alone on my own till you people bury me. So look deep into my eyes and tell me what y'all people see. Right? The reputation in my hood, go. And that's what I came from. I came from that. I come from 3 steps to freedom, 2 eyes for vision, 1 body to live in with an everlasting life to maintain. Was taught never trade blood or put your family to shame. I learned walking with the devil only brings much pain. I'm seeing fear, feeling death left mental scars in my brain. There's a force inside of me impossible to obtain. I can't show you how I feel, but my words can explain. My father always told me every gift is forgiven, so I provide you with this music for as long as I'm living. Your support and love is how my ambitions are driven. This world is cold. Mama always told me dress warm. Never talk to strangers and be prepared for the storms. So many years observing life mentally working. Now it's paid off because I can sense when danger's lurking. Truth be told, right? Stories. Do you know when I wrote that? Everything that I told you. Do you know when I wrote that? Bruh, I was 17 years old. I was 17 years old in a dark room in my parents' house, hiding myself away from the world, going through stuff in my head, spiritually and mentally. I was 17 when I wrote that. 17. All right. So that's where it went. Let's go ahead and get back to this video. Let's listen because I absolutely love her take. I love her take on this. Where did the music go? Let's get it.
And it happened slowly enough that most people didn't even notice until it was already done. Labels looked at rap and saw a gold mine. And the first thing they did was figure out what moved units. Aggression sold, more aggression. Sex appeal sold, more skin, controversy, manufacture it. And year by year, the range of what rap was supposed to be, it started to shrink because the things that they had to say weren't on the approved list. The men got funneled into one lane: money, violence, dominance. The women into another: body, sex, provocation.
Facts. A lot of us, people like me, myself, it's a lot of people just like me who we were the different ones. We were the unique ones. And it's been outcast. You do not get rewarded for being unique. You only get rewarded if you fall in line and be another sheep in a herd. I'm sorry, I'm the shepherd. I'm not the sheep, I'm the shepherd. And I show that through the way I move, as far as I'm not concerned with being a part of the crowd. I've never been. I'm not concerned about that here online because I've never been concerned about it in my real life. In real life, in my face, I've never been concerned about being part of the crowd. And you know what I found that happens when I do go off to myself? I find this like I always seem to look back and I find a couple of people, but right behind me, like, hey, we kind of saw that right there. Yo, that was dope. I don't know. Where you going? We want to go with you. You be surprised when you step off and do your own thing, man. Like you'll have people that will back you. It may not be that large army that the masses has, but let's be for real. That large army is full with a whole bunch of disloyalty. It's full with a whole bunch of fraudulence. It's not real. It's just a lot of people, and it looks like it's something, but it really ain't. When you one of those that's tapped in with your third eye open, that is. Let's keep on listening.
And if you colored outside those lines, you existed. But the playlist, it didn't find you. The algorithm, it didn't push you. The labels, they didn't return your calls. So a genre that once contained multitude, grief, joy, rage, and tenderness, politics and parties got reduced to about 4 topics on rotation: money, sex, ops, flex, repeat.
Where's the lie?
Nobody puts out good music anymore. We are in the biggest musical dry spell I've seen in my entire life. And before you sit here and say, Tate McRae, Sabrina Carpenter, no. In the fall of 2018, we had the greatest run of new music coming out that I've ever seen. We had Astroworld. We had this Tory Lanez album, which has no skips, free Tory. We had Drip Too Hard and Never Recover by Lil Baby and Gunna, which are 2 absolute bangers. We had this Metro album, which is a classic. We had a Meek Mill album. We had Mo Bamba. And if you were in college for the peak of Mo Bamba, it was the most electric thing of all time. If you're saying, okay, great, the fall of 2018, so what? Let's keep going. In 2015, 2016, Ray Shremmer were at their peak and they were unbelievable. We had Views, which if you're in your 20s, I'm 24. This album brings out the best memories of all time.
I was locked up during this time. So I mean, just for the record, people, remember, I was in from 2011 to I was released June 29th, 2018. Anything in between that time I was bidding and working on my case and get my life together.
Let's keep going back. In 2014, we had 2014 Forest Hills Drive, which is probably the greatest rap album of all time. 2013, we had Nothing Was the Same. 2012, we had Good Kid, Mad City. We've had so many great eras of music throughout the 2010s and the early 2020s. Early 2020s, we had Pop Smoke, Lil Baby, Juice WRLD, rest in peace. Just so many great artists came along and have produced absolute bangers.
I completely lost the feeling. I didn't even know how to do music no more. Like I'm chasing 6ix9ine now. I'm chasing My Way. I'm chasing Trap Queen. I'm trying to figure out, like, yo, why do I got all these good hits, but I can't do no shows nowhere. I'm not getting booked. It seemed like they just burying me. Everybody forgot. We mentioned the 2020s and the 2010s and the 2015s. And it's like, wow, no Fetty Wap in there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you start to drown yourself more and more, you know what I'm saying? So prison just kind of like, now, this time, don't chase nothing, reinvent yourself.
Not even just that, real quick before Beloved gets to speaking again. Not even just that. It's the simple fact of how quick we call something old, yo. Like, I really need y'all to think about that. Like, again, like how she said in her opener, like a song will come out, man. We'll talk about it. Like, I'm serious. If something's out for more than 2 weeks, like once everybody done streamed it and everything, it's like it's old. And it's like, well, guess what that means? That means that we're making music that has a expiration date. To this very moment, you trying to tell me there's a black cookout you can't go to, and if you play Frankie Beverly and Maze, that thing still won't hit Before I Let Go. You telling me Before I Let Go still won't smack? That's called timeless. That's what we call evergreen. So if that is the case, that we calling something old within 2 weeks, that means that we not making the shelf life good enough. We need to expand the shelf life. We need to make things that's more of, a preserved. Come on now. Let's get back to the evergreens of music, yo. Like, real talk. Because you know why I'm so big on this? Because y'all have no idea how many really, really dark days, man, music brought me up out of that, man. You have no idea how many times I had these crazy thoughts in my head, and I could have been that dude on the news, but you know what I had? I had a pen and pad. And I was able to write it down. I was able to write down my thoughts as a poet and as an artist. I was able to write that down. You see where I'm at? Like, y'all have no idea how much, even down to, we are the influence when it comes to music around the world. So before we say, man, all these other cultures, we need to not argue on panels. We need to show more unification in our community. No, you know what we need to do? We need to change the music, because that's the first thing that touches the lands over there. The first thing that touches land is sound. Sound before the body. You usually hear the footsteps before you see the person. Right? We need to redirect that sound again. Let's listen to what Sis got to say.
Here's where it gets worse. Because the formula didn't just limit what artists could say, it started changing what they wanted to say. Think about it. If every rapper who got pushed is rapping about the same 4 things, then every new artist coming up learns that those are the 4 things that matter. That's the curriculum. That's what success looks like. So they don't even try to say anything different, because different was never rewarded. You stop getting artists who express themselves. You start getting artists who are optimizing. And you can hear it. You can feel it. A lot of modern rap don't sound performed anymore. It sounds uploaded. People used to memorize rap lyrics like Tupac Changes, which I would listen to on my...
Just like what I did. Truth be told, I wrote that when I was 17. I don't have no paper in front of me. To this very day, I'm 43. I wrote it when I was 17. I can just go right off the top of my head and I can tell you exactly what I was writing in that room that night, because hip hop saved my life.
iPad while waiting at the bus stop, waiting for my bus to arrive. Whole verses. They debate bars in the cafeteria, rewind cassettes to catch a line that they miss. The music, it lived in your chest. Now, most songs are background noise for scrolling. You hear them through a phone speaker while you're doing something else. You skip after 15 seconds.
And you know what makes that so frustrating for people like myself? I don't really think you guys, especially with like the AI generated music, right? Which I've even used myself. I have videos about it, right? You all have no idea how tough it is to sync bar after bar, to make sure that as you're going along your verse, everything connects. You're not just saying cat, rat, hat, bat, mat, rat, cat. No. You're actually really taking time to put that shit together and then to finally give your masterpiece. You know it's bars. You know it's a masterpiece. But the masses just cannot feel your masterpiece because their ears have been numbed. You know, they've been numbed. I remember the days of Smitty. Now, first of all, my nickname is really Spitty, not Smitty. That's for you new guys. People who know me call me Spitty because I spit bars. Anyway, man, hey, Spit, man, go ahead, man. I know you got a 16. I remember the days of when you would rhyme and or sing for someone or do a poem for someone. When you would display your art and it was genuine, the reaction you got. It's so numb now. It's so numb now. If you say anything of true substance, it just falls on deaf ears. And I'm sitting up here like, you have no idea how tough that was to not only put together, then read over and over and over again until I could memorize it. Now I can put the pad down and just pick up the mic and I can perform it. That was a hard thing to accomplish. And it's not respected. It's not. So I'm telling you, there are so many just like y'all have no idea in this space, the dude that you be talking to when it comes to art. You have no idea. I just stopped doing it because I'm one of those who recognize, man, y'all just don't want it no more. You don't want it. You want the, and so because I have a standard and I got such strong morals when it comes to authentication and perfection of what I do, I refuse to give you bullshit. I refuse to. I don't want to give you that. I don't want to give you the same old garbage everybody else giving you. I even try to do that even with my content. That's why it's not popular. Because I'm not talking about everything what everybody else talks about when they talking about it. If you notice, I go off and do my own thing. I've always been that dude. I've always been a unicorn. I've never wanted to be the rest of the horses. I'm the Pegasus. I'm Pegasus. I'm not the rest of the horses in the herd. But that's not respected. You got to blend in. It's funny. If you want to stand out now, you have to blend in. Since when? Crazy. Let's keep going. It's killing the music, man. And I'm telling you, y'all running off genuine, true artists, man. You running it off. You making us go to the dark web and like underground places and shit where we're appreciated because we know on the main stage, y'all just going yawn and say boring. Get back to the bullshit. Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
You couldn't name the album if someone even asked you. And maybe that's why so many people keep going back to old playlists, because they miss hearing somebody that sounds human. And this is bigger than rap. Country music is going through it right now. Used to be heartbreak, hard labor, and real stories from real places. Now half the song sounds like a Mad Libs of truck, dirt roads, and the girl in cutoff shorts. Rock went through the same thing decades ago and never fully recovered. In corridos, traditional Mexican storytelling music, same cycle. They used to be songs about working class, about sorrow, love, and struggle. Now it's narcos, cartels, and murder on repeat. Same pattern, same hollowing out. When an industry figures out what sells, it stops investing in art and starts manufacturing products. The product doesn't need to mean anything. It just needs to perform. So when people say they're tired of rap, they're not tired of the genre. They're tired of the product that replaced it.
I'm telling you, we're not our parents. Like, baby boomers are the ones who kept y'all industry alive. Y'all used to cater everything to their movement, like to their generation. You didn't cater to us. Y'all literally sat here and done the same thing for years and thought that we were going to hang on tight. When the whole time we worried about money, baby. We ain't worried about spending it. And we don't watch a lot of TV like our parents did. We don't watch the BET Awards like that. We watch streaming, YouTube, and dang TikTok. So that's why it's not clicking to them. They wondering why they not getting the sales that they used to. We're not that generation. Y'all should have did a rebrand on the music industry, really.
Give me a minute, Riaz. I want to really focus on this one, okay? Because this is something that's very, very dear to me. So, you know, I love you to death, brother. But just give me a minute on this one. I'll let you come up towards the end if you stick around.
On the way y'all get the music out. Because a lot of people don't really know about albums. They know about, streaming the music on Apple Music or Spotify. You get what I'm saying? So they keep trying to do it the old ways. When the whole time, baby, we're not our parents. Like, y'all got to get that through y'all thick ass skull. We're not them. You got to understand we are a different generation.
And the one thing that I want us to pay attention to is that there are so many things that was when it first was, and it is to this very day. You know, I can give a perfect example right here off the top of my head. Oh, I don't know, the wheel. Since cars have been made, whether it was wooden or when it turned to rubber and we got inner tubes, the fact is that a wheel has always been around. You don't see cars nowadays on the road trying to make wheels octagon and a hexagon shape. You don't see them trying to make them triangles and squares. You don't see rectangle shaped wheels. They were around from the days of the caveman when we first realized that a snowball can roll down a hill. To this very moment, wheels are still around. Some things, my point is, just leave alone. Our problem is we think that because it's old enough, now we need to change it. And it's like, well, if it's not broke, what's the saying? Somebody help me finish it. If it's not broke, then what? Like, that's my point. Let's get it.
If the same cycle keeps happening across genres, across decades, across culture, then it's not random. Someone is making decisions, someone is profiting. So let's name them. It starts with the labels. Major labels don't sign artists anymore, they sign formulas. They reverse engineering what's charting and find someone who can replicate the sound. And once you're signed, they pick the single, they shape the image, and decide which version of you the public gets to see. Your most honest song, the one that doesn't fit the playlist strategy, it sits on a hard drive forever.
Facts. I will never forget going to 93.9 WKYS that is located in New Carrollton, Maryland, in Prince George's County. All right, that's where the radio station is located. And I went up there and I talked to DJ Iron and I played my song. So they had where the local artists can come up and you can display your demos. This is back in the day when we still had CDs, people. Okay. So I'm sitting there with like 5 or 6, 8 other people, and we all in the lobby and we wait in. And of course, the secretary calls us back one by one. So she finally called me back and I went back there and I talked to DJ Iron. And when I spoke to him, I will never forget what he said to me. He was listening and he was looking at me. I don't know if it was funny or not, but he was looking at me. He was just looking at me the whole time the music was playing. And he said, "You got the voice. You damn sure you got the look. You got the look as far as like, I guess appealing, ladies would like, so on and so forth. Okay, you got the voice, you got the look. It's just," and I'll never forget him saying, "I'm just going to need you to, word for word, dumb your lyrics down some." So now I'm just staring at him. I'm like, what? In my head, see, I got the mindset that my people want to elevate. My people want to hear something that's like they want to hear something catchy, punchline, metaphor. Y'all want to hear something that it's kind of like a puzzle. You got to put it together, like a jigsaw. You got to put it together. Now, man, when he said that to me, he said, "I just need you to dumb the lyrics down some, because I'm going to be honest with you. Majority of our audience, they'll get it, but they won't stay entertained." Now, let me tell you when this was. This was 2005. 2005. This was 2000, man, between 2004 and 05. Okay? Back then. This back when I'm in my 20s. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing dumb it down. That's when they was on the road to that. I refused to. That's why I probably never really got out there. There's a lot of things that I had my morals. I wouldn't bend on them. Just certain things I never wanted to do. And it's like, nah, if I can't authentically come out as the artist and the person that I am, I'm not here to like morph and shift myself into what you want me to be. Although I will do what's necessary to grow, right? I know like radio, TV etiquette. Of course, I'll learn these things, but me being who I am, nah, man. No. I'm not about to be some other person, because I can't be there's nobody else on planet Earth who can be me but me. And same thing for you. No one else on planet Earth can be exactly who you are except you. You are the authentic original version. Anything else is a clone. So if I morph myself, I just made myself a clone of something or someone else. I'm not doing that shit. That's why I don't follow. I don't give a damn about being over here by myself. I've been that my whole life. To myself. That shit don't bother me online. That's my life. I got my small circle that's about the size of a Cheerio, and we solid. I don't need the big groups. I don't need none of that shit. All I need is the space and the airwave to get my voice out, which I'm doing. That's it. That's my mission. Complete.
Then there are the algorithms. At least a radio DJ might take a chance on something unexpected. An algorithm never takes chances. It sees that a certain BPM hook structure gets 30 seconds of listen time before the skip, and it feeds you 40 more songs that sounds exactly the same like that. It doesn't reward originality. It rewards repetition. And after a while, everything starts to feel emotionally interchangeable. Song after song after song, and none of them land because the music stopped.
Yeah, I subscribe to her. And since I did, I think y'all should too. I actually subscribe to her. Again, her channel is called Still Human. Just type in Still space human.
Trying to reach you. Then there are the platforms. TikTok changed what a song even needs to be. You don't need a full track anymore. You need
What you saying? She look like her? You wild for that. You wild for that, bro. Those are two different people, sir. Those are two different people. Those are two different people, sir. That is not wow, bruh. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ain't that, man? I'm cooling, bro. It's good to see you, dog. I hope your summer and everything's going beautiful. Let's keep listening to this. We're listening to how music has changed and how it's garbage now. There's no effort put into it, and people don't recognize and or respect originality and or none of that. Oh, well, I'm okay. Okay. All right. So hold on. Real quick. If I get back to it, typo. Got you. Okay. Got you. Never mind. Respect. I do it all the time, bro. I do it all the time.
15 seconds that loop well under a dance trend. That's the new unit of music. And when the goal is a viral moment instead of a meaningful song, why spend weeks crafting a verse when a hook with a trending sound gets you 5 million views by Thursday? Some songs today feel less like someone made them and more like someone successfully passed the content quality check. And some of the artists, I'll say it carefully because the machine is powerful and a lot of rappers are just trying to survive a system that wasn't built for them. But some aren't trapped in the formula. They are the formula. They said it themselves on camera. I don't rap for the art. I don't rap for the culture.
I rap for the dollar.
That's their right.
That's a fact. You know, that's another reason why I got a hard time even taking them serious because watch this, right? You know how you got them dudes that love to say, nah, I ain't no rapper, I'm a gangster, but you got like 3 albums and 4 mixtapes. Like you're on tour telling us you're on your way to perform here, and there. You going to 10 different states, but you not a rapper. That's like me getting up here every day doing lives talking about I'm not a YouTuber. I would expect most of you would be like Smitty if you don't shut that dumb up. You're on here every day. You hit panels and all of that. You do YouTube. Stop it. It makes no sense. And so we've gotten to the point where we don't respect the fact of it's an art. You know how people will say, I don't even want to listen to them if they don't live what they rap. I'm going to tell y'all what that sounds like to me. Let me tell you what that sounds like to me when you say, man, if you ain't living that shit you talking about, I don't even want to hear you. Okay. Then don't watch another movie or show ever again. Because you know what? When Denzel plays that FBI agent, he's not really that. Okay? All right? When Ice Cube is a playing whatever that character is in Anaconda, that ain't him. Okay. I just listen. Robert Downing Jr., that's not Iron Man. That's not Iron Man. Okay. I can go down the list. That sounds dumbish to me. I don't want to listen to you because you know what some of us are able to do? Where the dudes that really live that life, y'all be forgetting this whole other side dynamic that once was so appreciated. You know how many dudes came up to me and said, bruh, you speak my story in such a clear way. You got a lot of these dudes that really, really live that life. They don't know how to articulate that like that. You know, just like how you'll have somebody who will play a character of somebody in a movie that is based on a true story, right? They didn't get the original person to play. No, they got an actor that maybe looked like him and everything else. Like, Will Smith playing Muhammad Ali. Jamie Foxx playing Ray. Right? Do you see where I'm at? They didn't get Ray to play Ray. They got an actor. Nobody said anything outside of, bro, you did a great job emulating that story. Some of us are storytellers. Some of us are the ones we've seen. We've just peeped. We've been through there. We've seen it. We've been right hand next to it. And we know how to articulate the story. We know how to give you the visuals behind what it is that you're looking at. Let's keep going.
But let's stop pretending that what they're making is the same thing this genre was built to be. It's a business decision wearing a microphone. And here's the thing that made me sit with this differently. Rap used to sound like somebody trying to escape something, even when it was messy, even when it was angry, even when it was raw to the point where you were uncomfortable. But it sounded like someone was trying to get somewhere. A lot of modern rap sounds like people are trying to protect the image they already built. That's the shift. Not louder to quieter, not clean to dirty. From survival to maintenance. From let me out to don't touch my brand. And once you hear that difference, you can't unhear it. And then there's us. This is the uncomfortable one. Because every time we stream a song we know is empty, we're casting a vote. Every time we skip after 15 seconds but still add it to a playlist, the data logs that as a win. The labels aren't guessing what works. They're reading our behavior in real time. The fatigue, it's real, but the machine only runs because we keep feeding it. A mirror held to the world by people the world refused to look at. The fatigue is real. And the people checking out aren't haters. They're people who remember what this genre is capable of. And they're tired of settling for less. The parents worried about what their kids are absorbing. They're not overreacting. They're paying attention. So I'm not telling you what to listen to. I'm asking you to notice what's being pushed and to ask yourself, why? Why these messages? Why this formula? Why your kids know every word to a song that says absolutely nothing and have never heard of the artists that were saying everything? Because if we keep accepting the product, the industry will keep making it. And if the only version of rap the next generation ever knows is the hollowed out ones, no stories, no struggle, no soul, then we didn't just lose a genre, we lost a voice. It's been your girl.
And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. I want you all to have a wonderful, beautiful, creative, and unique in your own special way type of weekend. Respect.
Me, I'm in my zone, focused on my own growth. I be water walking through these streets like sailboat. Me, I be the compass as I lead and guide my people. I'm a father, I'm friend with a couple guns legal. You not that smart, quit the bull. Yes, I'm seeing right through you. I be talking to the spirits, but best believe it's not voodoo. Yeah, I know you think you him, but in my head, I'm like who you? I'm a legend, I'm a beast, I'm the rose that grew through concrete. Let's keep it going. Keep it pushing as I lay back. Curtains drawn like I'm in a Maybach. Me, I'm so unique, I'm like needle in the haystack. Catching money, dodging fame. I sticking over while stacking racks. Go out hammer, pop your shit, but don't be mad when I clap back. Let's keep it going. Yeah, let's go.
Me in the jungle, hit a rumble. Caught a couple touchdowns and I had a couple fumbles. Look at me, now I recovered. This is mind over matter. Keep it pushing when I stumble. Long way from home to gather wisdom and stay humble. Eyes wide shut, this me. This is dawn to me, vessel crumble. I return.
Welcome to the lighthouse. Storm all around. standing right now, sent from the cloud. They talking mine now, but I'm just fighting for my blood and my life. Yeah. Sent from the heaven, king on seven, trials on trials, still count blessings. Wait on the revelating, heart in heaven. I stay patient, I'm beyond the angels. I am mad, I bleed, I'm tangled. Sword on my back, axe on the strap. Go with the weight of the word in my lap. Touching my kin, we doubling back. Pray with my palm, but I'm ready for that. Long Star County King, that's greatness. Stand tall, whole county on the wait list. I just want my acre, you can keep your Grammy. Build this from the gravel for my whole family. PG is greatness, DMV ain't faking. If I said I'm the one, no, I wasn't mistaken. Long Star County King, yeah, we blazing. Welcome to the Lighthouse Foundation. Still waiting on revelation. Till then I'm in rotation. What am I chasing? But I'm chasing. Turn my scars into statements. I don't need your stage or camera. I need these papers, hand and hammer. Still in my spine, still in my hands. Guarding my blood, I'm holding this land. They can test, they can try, they can hate me. I've been forging a fire that will make me PG Ray. Lone Star in my vein. DMV on the map, say the name. Lone Star County Kings, that's greatness. Stand tall, whole county on the wait list. I just want my acres, you can keep your Grammy. Build this from the gravel for my whole family. PG is greatness, DMV ain't faking. If I said I'm the one, no, I wasn't mistaken. Don't talk Cooney Cat, yeah, we blazing. Welcome to the Lighthouse Foundation.
My mic is muted. I digress. My mic is muted.